So today, in today's age, if you drastically see, brands will reduce their traditional spend that they have and use this only for trust building activities, or use it for promotional selling. So today, how can I shift from a brand awareness to use the same TV medium, turmeric powder free with our product, especially during the Navaratri and Diwali time?
Oh, wow.
Because the consumption of turmeric powder during festive is very, very high. So I was able to relate an ROI out of it, saying that okay, I've spent X amount on this campaign, and which is purely promotional driven or engagement driven. I would tell them that it's always refer a lot of different case studies and go to the actual market to see what's the ground reality.
Hi everyone, this is Devleena, welcoming all of you on another exciting episode of Icons Behind Brands, and I'm so excited with a new episode and a very special guest with me today, Mr. Arvind Naidu, who is a head of marketing at KTV Health Food Pvt Limited, an FMCG powerhouse who is expertise in GTM and MarTech, honed through his tenure at EY, Ernst and Young, coupled with his elite education at ISB and IIM Ahmedabad. So join us as we delve into Arvind's journey as a full stack marketer. A very warm welcome to you on Icons Behind Brands, Arvind.
Yes, it's indeed a great pleasure to connect with you guys.
Okay, so I want to go there, but before that I want to understand about your journey from your educational background to your current role as a head of marketing at KTV Health Food Pvt Limited. So if you brief us about that, I think that will bring a right context to the conversation today.
Did my BCom at a college named DG Vaishnav. During the stint of college, I was also the head volunteer of TEDx Chennai. So and the placement head of the placement cell as well. So I was also one of the first employees of a startup called Chai Kings in Chennai. This is very similar to your
What is
Chai
that?
Point or Chaios that is present
Chai
in.
Kings.
It's called Chai. Yes.
Chai Kings.
So it is a 60 plus. Yes, but post college, post 3 years of college, where basically at family also they wanted me to go get a corporate exposure, is when I got placed in Ernst and Young. So post Ernst and Young, where dealing with a lot of food QSRs, large kitchen food chains that are present in Tamil Nadu, and then where I got this opportunity to work with KTV Health Food, which is a joint venture with Adani Wilmar. So we are one of South India's largest importers of palmoline and sunflower oil. So during this stint, got the opportunity to study at IIM-A, the executive education program that they have.
I want to understand, Arvind, from your deep understanding of the FMCG industry, a very challenging part is demand planning and forecasting, because
Correct, yes.
The nature of the dynamism of these things, right? How it changes. So how do you approach demand planning and forecasting in FMCG industry, considering its dynamic nature?
After me coming into picture, we were able to see what is the past business that we've done. Because forecasting in the edible oil field and especially FMCG, if you see, it is very, very market centric, because we deal with commodities which is there. So if you take your edible oil, you take your different natures of edible oil, or if you take the other pulses and dals that is there, it is basically a market fluctuation based on the local market and the international market. So it's completely demand and supply that works for this. So when you look at previous data and previous history, you can basically predict, saying that okay, this can be a plus or minus 20% of something with the help of data. So there's a lot of tools that we use in terms of understanding, okay, what are we going to do this month. Then there's a little strategy involved saying, and the team involved saying that, okay, how are we going to achieve this number which is there? So this number that we get, the sales forecasting number that we get, is helpful right from the production, inventory planning, purchases that is there, and what our marketing budgets need to be for that particular thing. So somewhere the three pillars that I told you, past data, present scenario, and future predictions, are three pillars that help you to forecast in the.
I also want to understand, Arvind, you spoke about this particular company is a family owned business. Also, this kind of businesses are, highly dependent on the traditional way of marketing. Over the
Correct,
period
yes.
of time now, they're exploring the modern methods of marketing, right? So I want to understand your perspective here, that what is the future of traditional marketing channels in this era of digital? How do you see this thing?
So today the digital world has become very vast in general. The advantage from an FMCG player, because we rely majorly upon brand awareness activities that is there. So today when you take up a campaign right now, and you initiate that campaign previously, the feedback of that particular campaign always you used to get after 30 days or 45 days, whether it's good or bad, or if there's any mistake, or if a consumer insight for that was very, very delayed in that manner, to know whether a campaign worked or not. Today, a simple WhatsApp can give you instant feedback from your target group saying that whether the campaign is good or bad. So the actionable items for brand awareness has become a very, very, the loop of feedback has become very strong. One.
Yeah.
Second thing is the cost per view that you incur previously, because the TV guy, and TV is basically a strong assumption game, because Bark is a very small sample set that they survey. And if I take Tamil Nadu is a population of 7.8 crore people. Now, Bark has done a sample study of 30,000 people. So this 30,000 people is what will tell you which channel is number one, which channel is number two. But you cannot make an assumption of 30,000 versus a population of 7.9 crore people.
Correct.
So think this in an India scale, because today you cannot predict saying that this channel worked out, this TVC worked out in the previous era. With the help of digital today, you can track right from the awareness stage to the consideration stage today.
So how do you see the future of traditional marketing now? How does it going to work in the future? Like how the brands are considering?
From olden days till now, for him, if a brand advertise a lot on TV, okay, I can trust this brand and I can buy their products. So today, in today's age, if you drastically see, brands will reduce their traditional spend that they have, and use this only for trust building activities, or use it for promotional selling. So today, how can I shift from a brand awareness to use the same TV medium for a promotional medium which is there? So we have a brand called Shakti here, which is there, which is a very famous masala brand based out of Tamil Nadu. If you see, we did a campaign last year saying that Sunland la Samicha Shakti Tana Varum, meaning if you buy Sunland, energy will come automatically. So Shakti means energy. Shakti also was their brand name, another entity's name. So we gave turmeric powder free with our product, especially during the Navaratri and Diwali time.
Oh wow!
Because the consumption of turmeric powder during festive is very, very high. So what had helped us is I used a traditional medium to advertise about a promotional activity which is there. So I was able to relate an ROI out of it, saying that, okay, I've spent X amount on this campaign, and which is purely promotional driven or engagement driven, that now I can check my sales that if this particular promotional campaign has worked out or not. So
Perfect.
future of traditional mediums is where they start using for these kind of activities, which is there. And like I told you initially, building trust.
Now, as we spoke about digital, so we cannot overlook AI at this time, Arvind. I want to understand your perspective on this as well. So, as we look forward, what do you believe are the most promising opportunity for future leveraging AI, in particularly in FMCG marketing, and how do you plan to capitalize them on your role?
So AI support in terms of my marketing is of two types that is there. One in content generation, one is in terms of light from content in terms of textual and also imagery which is there. So if I take ChatGPT for example, for me right now, if I say I need a tagline for Navaratri, I need a tagline for let's say Diwali, I would tell you I get such beautiful taglines right now that any content creator that could give me. Plus, I also get there are tools like DALI, for example, which is there. So I get instead of me spending on a photo shoot, hiring a model, hiring a photographer, and blah 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 blah. The output that I get out of DALI is so beautiful right now. So here, the help of which happens right now is so beautiful. So this is one portion where AI is largely helping us today. The second portion is where marketing automation takes place into picture. So what we have done is in the funnel that we have built, because we have a database of close to 6 lakh women users, which we have acquired through XYZ activities, which is there. So trigger communications to go to them, let it be an SMS, let it be an WhatsApp, let it be an email, or using that same target segment to retarget on Instagram or Facebook right now is possible by AI tools, which is available right now in the market. So it is largely helping us to create content and retarget and engage the users in a very large way. So AI is the future in terms of helping marketers in a large way.
Definitely. What significant milestone and experiences have shaped your growth and development as a leader?
I strongly wanted to implement this in a traditional organization, saying that everyone's reachable no matter what. So hierarchy can be there, designations can be there, but still today, if a supply chain driver wants to reach out to me, he has the access to reach out to me. So the leaders have to be accountable to every employee in every staff. So somewhere implementing people-centric policies in large scale manufacturing facilities is something me as a leader that I'm bringing forth to the organization. What has this enabled? If you see right now, me being as a leader or a management member in an organization, if I don't know if you know the recent Boeing issue that happened. Boeing is one of world's largest aircraft manufacturer.
Yes.
There was a window that flew out of Boeing. So is the CEO responsible? The CEO asks the manufacturing team. The manufacturing team shows the engineering team. Then the engineering team points out to the design team. The design team points out to the maintenance team. So when you have a large scale manufacturing facility, and if there's an issue or a problem, what happens is pointing of fingers happen a lot. And where is the issue? This is not only to entities like us. This happens to an entity like a Boeing or a Tata also today, which is there. So unless and until when you bring problem solving or people centric approach, which majorly startup follow, and that's helped us. So me as a leader, we have brought in this very strongly in picture.
So Arvind, with this, now we will be moving towards a section called rapid fire round, which is a very fun round and which allows our viewers and listeners to know you as a person a little more. And the rules are you need to answer either in one word or as minimum word as possible. Okay.
Good to go.
Perfect. So Arvind, tell me what has been your favorite age so far?
I would say that duration that I spent during college, and especially my BCom times, because I had a vast opportunity to work in a startup, which is there, and also study, and also was in a position because I was also teaching tuitions during college for my pocket money.
Okay. So, Arvind, what has been your favorite work memory?
But basically, we ran an 5 liter can jar offer during Diwali. We said buy our brand Sunland 5 liter jar and get a stainless steel cookery kadai free, which is there. So we went to the best manufacturer of stainless steels in Chennai. We went and I spoke to him and told him, and I got a best wholesale price that I can do, a B2B price from him. And came back to the founder and told him that, hey, this is the best deal that I got. So the founder basically asked me to go ask what grade it was, what plastic material are they using, what is the labor thing. So this was a learning that I didn't learn. Let it be the rest of it that is there. This was practical on ground learning that was there.
Okay. So, what has changed the most since you have started working here, Arvind?
I would say taking a step back and rethinking towards things.
So, what advice would you give to an employee on their first day of work?
I would say unlearn and then learn. So I would say each organization you go, or each journey that you take, or each career path that you choose would require a certain amount of unlearn and learn. So so that is something that I would tell someone who's joining their first day.
Superb. I think that is phenomenal. I have heard it somewhere that, the best thing is learn something, whatever information you can get something, and then forget about everything. And whatever left, that is yours. And that's when you are ready to, start. So I feel
Correct.
unlearning is a very strong phenomena, is a very important part of human learnings. If you could not work in this industry, what profession would you pursue?
So I would say food, because I strongly believe that I should either teach or feed or cure.
When are you most productive?
I would say I am currently in a timeline where my entire day is productive. So I feel that because at this young age, I would want to kind of put my 24/7 in terms of building the brand, because I treat this as something that is my responsibility. So productivity for me is 24/7.
So what would you change about yourself if given a chance?
Taking time for myself. So that is something that I would want to change.
What advice
Yes.
would you like to give to your younger self?
Um, don't come to conclusions with whatever you've seen.
Superb. So with this, we are just out of the rapid fire round, Arvind. And before we wind up this conversation, I want you to talk for our aspiring marketing leaders on their way. What is your advice for any aspiring marketing leaders on their way up?
I would tell them that it's always refer a lot of different case studies and go to the actual market to see what's the ground reality. Sitting in an AC room, sitting in a chair, or seeing Google Insights would take you 50%. But unless and until you go in ground, don't depend on an agency or don't depend on someone who would do you XYZ research and thing. Unless and until you strongly believe in the ideology that you follow, go on ground. Suppose if I'm selling edible oil, I would go into the edible oil market, speak to traders, speak to customers who are buying there, understand what's the right product fit for it. So I can sit here and tell saying, Acha, this is right, this is wrong, change the color, let's do this campaign, let's do that campaign. But unless and until I know on ground what's happening, that's when your marketing campaigns become much more stronger.
Perfect.
Yes.
Arvind, what you just said is totally very, very important for any marketers to understand their consumer, because you need to get out of the, office, you need to go on roads, you need to meet your consumers, and you need to understand what are the real problems that exist. Without that, there will always be a gap within the brand and to the consumer. So to fill that gap, it's like constant going out and meeting your consumers.
Yes.
Okay, so wonderful conversation, Arvind. Thank you for
Correct.
being here. I think I had an amazing time and it was incredible talking to you in this short time, Arvind.
Great. Likewise, it was really wonderful talking to you and sharing perspectives.
Yeah, you really brought, a lot of deep insights through all the touch points. And, it was nice to have you here on Icons Behind Brands. So, business folks, how was the video? I'm sure कि आपको ये वीडियो बहुत ही insightful and informative लगा होगा. Let us know in the comment section which part of the video you loved the most. Please do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Icons Behind Brands. That's all for today. I'm Devleena Neogi, signing off until next time.